Penny day, some pani a futu some. Now radio non cosuna, be seven. So penny day, some pani a futu some. Now radio non cosuna, be seven. Be seven station, papa. Be seven bonum, Matias, eh, and some bango. Be seven. Akasimedunsia na abonomiensa. Wohaw Ne Sen. Wohaw Ne Sen peni semen kwame timu asem prontidru kwada wie makwan ensama hodo ye afie ho etaye tete yen de hyehyehye ye ho ne prayen menu nti atoba ha ye na Wohaw Ne Sen so de tudwa de wo tete wo mu yi e obi nso haw ti etime de bo baako ne de kum no ma mienu eno ana ne bredo no nti mampani ya ba pa yensu be ye boden ye nyame ngu na mawu ye huru ye wo si achichide achiri kwa ya petampe me no abombo ne bo a me de brewo yo me dase sa wodo afidie beto ha me dase sa ha ena wuti aseda e kwa makosu asapon ene miki the triple darling miki so mu kasebo no achi ena oda na baton no e makosu asapon den kai bo ba ena me ya ba pa ma ba baji me wi a me dane de amakela obubunua odi an kai kwa me bo a be ma no okuma woni ewu no nso be dane de amanonsia kasebofo no na kyerese ye broso kasebo na chi humudwum kakra ne de platform aba na da no ekeka kɔ na wie ye mu radio de emum ye da se o so ne wo asetena pa ye da se saha na wuti ye da se sa wo ne ye ehwebom tontina 74 mixture e immune booster e bo ni peduama soja fo mu gina brane se ni peduama soja fo gina yi ayare be ye oden usua brobo eno nti pe bi hwe wo ho na ne peduama soja fo ne brebia wo mwa wo na yare bi ba wo monka ne hwe for mountain wati happy delightful juice enu abamu nsu a they loading with taste wonom bia wo se ne pedua na dawase APC ye freak na farmer stubborn pain ba osona wonom bia ekọ e ma wo de wo ho edroni freak na farmer tried and tested nombi ebebo wo Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital wose Allahu Shafi onyame wana yaresafo inshallah enyame adoma ayaresa beba enyame ada roma ene age adwa Wohaw Ne Sen ebramu midin Nana Yaa Konadu ye kwa koda aboafo asiaba ye ba enkomo wo ho mebe esia
barren land. I am weak, but thou art mighty. Hold me with thine powerful hand. Help me say,
guide me, oh, thou great Jehovah.
hey,
Pilgrim through this barren land.
I am weak,
But thou art mighty.
hold me with thine powerful hand. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, oh, that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, oh way, but now I see. Guide me, oh,
Guide me, oh, thou great Jehovah.
oh,
Pilgrim through this barren land.
oh, I am weak,
I am weak,
so weak.
but thou art mighty.
Thou art mighty, oh, guide me,
Guide me, oh,
thou great
thou
Jehovah.
great Jehovah.
Hey,
Pilgrim through this barren land.
I am weak, oh,
I am weak, but thou art mighty.
oh, hold me with thine powerful hand. I don't know why Jesus loved me so. I don't know why he cared for me so. I don't know why he died for me so. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hold me with thine powerful hand. Help me say.
Guide me, oh, thou great Jehovah.
Eti we ne dem obi a wudi wa woden ne ye mpai bone serade betutu anamo na si yie obehwo no obekra wo obeye oyie no akoma so de bebem Victoria na na ekuampon yesi na ye wa woda Prince Bafo Asamwai Sanmrane konongo Jackie Chan ozia ma otrinkwa ne mo woda pane ese nyame hira ene ne bambo kese ma wo wa wudi ubethe bia nso yesese rade mo nante no ne wonko wate
Nanto na yimuko.
Nanto, Nanto, Nanyimuko. Ni abo framu to Nanto, Nanto, Nanyimuko.
Nanto na yimuko. Ni abo framu to Nanto, Nanto na yimuko. Jesus.
Nanto, Nanyimuko. Ni abo framu to Nanto, Nanyimuko.
Adumure, kware, chita fueje. Nanto da, Nanto.
Nanto, Nanyimuko. Ni abo framu to Nanto, Nanyimuko.
Zaye bezi, zaye bashe, ye truo. Menja and ko, ye renji jibu.
Nanto, Nanyimuko. Ni abo framu to Nanto, Nanyimuko.
koda ye da se nyame mfa okransi onkoso mfa okransi emza for na kakra na woche kakra ni ye frase a ye hwe yen development infrastructure development na ye hwe asase so benya asase na bebo ho ban wo my Ghana mu samokaya ye bonkomo no minya owura bi ma me frɛ one nipa ohwe na asase eso asase a woto ye mfie manim honie na asase no oye so adwuma asojafo akọ dwiragu se minister say ye mra medwiringu eti ni ebisa se so eye bone so bi benya sika na ose wodni sika ni bi ye japade eye bone ana ye di asase ninya ene ho bambo emu nkomo bebre na mokaye a yenya municipal chief executive ema oba be kire wo mo fam honom ne ema ekoso ho no mu kakra e de kire ye me ho no na papa bi frɛ ye wo se wo ye vage na ye di nkomo ne ya mfrɛ no se na wo twetwe me ka kire mo se na ye pe wo mo ansa ena ba bia nkomo ne toto asokɔ no ya fa afiri ho a wo ye se obeba wa ma ya ma obi a ma ensuwi ase wa ma ene de waba ofra ye se wo ye vage na amama nkamasem eya omo so wonkyerɛkyerɛ mu eti awie yɛsɛ omo fa mo nkyerɛkyerɛ mu ne mra na yentie na moa omanfo a yenyina to mayi mu yentas ne sabesepa ene nko na haban eti ne yebedi san komo yi Ansan yebeko enkomo no so mama Rahel wo Paradise 91 Enterprise wo agbogloshi ewie yi wo dofo kase ai waboafo na nipa waboa wo mo no ba ko enua kofi asarbra ko esalmane abate asia ma otrinkwa na ye na wase yenton krai enfema wo enti mama Rahel Paradise 91 Enterprise agbogloshi ene aboso kan mag engine oil distributor ewie abate se yemo ha meda se ya dakoda ase eti said na American sa na me home so akwaba no eti papa be frɛ me wo se omo ye vag na omo onya no eti awie ye ka sa wo mra se the last week ye hwɛ ne kwan na wa ama no XWO1 Bright Segbefia PRO Veterans Association of Ghana into bracket VAG Ada ma hi.
Thank you for having me, Nana.
Bibia boko die.
Yes, everything is fine.
I do catchy ne brofo e dia fra.
Okay, thank you for allowing me to blend my disjointed tree with English.
Yo. Enkomo na no ye di e mo se enya sa na tie etie te saying.
Yes, before I start, let me thank you for having me so that your audiences will have the opportunity to listen to our side of the story. And my apology for not showing up last week because we thought it was today. Let me correct the name you mentioned. It's Veterans Administration Ghana. It is not Veterans Association because the name has been changed since 2012 from Veterans Association of Ghana to Veterans Administration Ghana with legal implications, but that is not why I'm here. I am here because a little over a fortnight ago, you heard a story or you allowed a gentleman to make some allegations against VAG that the administration had gone to pull down his fence wall on his land, on VAG's land at Amasaman, Legion Village. A little background about that land.
But before that, we say yes, vague for aqua puli a dying ego.
Yes.
Monamuko bugu ye.
Yes, yene ko ye.
Okay.
Yene ko bubu ye.
Okay. Enti di enti namuko bugu ye.
The land in question originally measured 73 point something acres, and it was state acquired land in 1978. On 12 May 1978, 12 May 1978, it was acquired for veterans, for that matter, the Minister of Defense. And as I said, the original size was 73 point something acres. And VAG has since occupied that land where we have our Legion Village and VAG Clinic, which is about to be commissioned for everybody, including members of the public.
Okay. Enti asase mo se ni nyina ya modia because wo kan waka figure bi. Papa ne ya ni di nkomo no. Mo ne na hia, mo vage for mo ne na hia.
Yes. We did not meet, but at a point, I'm sure he had a hint that VAG was planning to take possession of full possession of his land. So he wrote to us, somebody wrote to VAG that he is the gentleman's lawyer, and he had a hint that VAG was about to pull down his fence wall.
No.
I cannot remember, but before we went to demolish the facility, it was more than 2 months after we had written back to him, inviting him and his lawyer, more than 2 months, that they should show up, they should come to VAG headquarters with their relevant documents. For over 2 months, he didn't show up.
We are aware, say, so some over 10 years ago, Emma VAG for Eba say Omodia, Emma Nunti, almost started a home a chinyano every time, Nana.
Nana, I have told you and our cherished listeners that this land was acquired by the then government SMC way back in 1978.
Menye no wachi de maybe sane say me pacho. E radio yentimi fata ni nyina enko back and forth nti de maybe sa no ayi ma no me pacho. Money na share before 2 months ago ya motro krata ma no. Has there been any meeting of a sort between Mo and anyone?
We invited some people who have also encroached on the land. I don't know. At that time, the facility, the fence wall that we went to pull down was not there.
Fence wall and
it was a fence wall with a small building. Of 2 rooms, small, very tiny building.
But a fence wall,
yes, but I want to stress that at the time we invited them, the encroachers, that fence wall and that small building were not there.
That is 2 months ago. Now, what can I say, Brebe?
Before 2 months ago.
Tell me, Busa say, a Brebe na mufa say yes, sir. In Kitahudi interaction, no, a Brebe na money on my
Nana, it was last year, somewhere last year. I cannot be specific.
Okay. About
the date that we invited. I think 3 people, 3 encroachers. They have their facilities there in front of the land, but it's still on VAG land. When we invited them, that fence wall and the small building were not there.
Okay.
It was after it was
no watching you almost so you know watching you. Now, mo invite omo baye. And mudin come the koko see saying am kobu dan guye.
We made them understand clearly that they are encroachers. They tried to produce some documents, but we made them understand that those documents which they claim are their titles to the land were actually they were acquired in error. So
acquired in error.
Yes.
Enti ano na ye court na kan say error, krata na ye error, ana vag for na say error.
That is why we have not touched those buildings there. We made them understand. We brought our documents. The executive instrument 8.1, we brought it out for them to see that yes, indeed, our acquisition of the land predated theirs.
Benji no wachi, but mo kuta land title.
Yes, we have documents.
And now mo kuta land title.
Yes.
And now so mo land title no ye error.
Yes.
And now me say error no determined by VAG and not determined by court.
That is why I'm saying that for those people, three buildings over owners of those 3 buildings, they were the ones we invited. And we made them understand that whatever document they are holding cannot stand the test of time in court. But that gentleman's fence wall and the building were not there. They were put up recently this year.
Okay, omo putting it up no. One for one court and stop you omo anye bibia na mukobugu ye. Aden na mo use court legal procedure na mukobutugu ye.
Nana, you know what? The law allows you to defend your property. You do not allow anybody to take full possession of your land before you kick the person out. You kick the person out.
Mr. Segbefia.
Yes, madam.
The law doesn't belong to one person. It belongs to Yenina as Ghanaians. What I said, the law doesn't, or the law allows you to protect her. Protection, and it's a one kasa we so janiti. Ube fetio. Now the member be kwa jina sase so. No ko jiri dia was so good because who protect wasase. Now individuals, Langard for treat ne ade we are condemning them. How much more minimum ra na on mine the day ammunitions ashamon sase mun protect on mine no and protect emunipa and na mo de akwa to de lalai etimu amobekọ etibone Langards difference woman
Nana. The difference, there is a vast difference between Langards, those who are described as Langards and Veterans Administration Ghana. We are law-abiding organization. That's why we decided to meet the owners of those 3 buildings. We met them and we are taking the necessary action. But you know what? Do you know what's happened? You don't even want to allow me to flow for listeners to know the full story.
A radio program. Mekase bija o say council man na wa better office wo be ya anko so we can't you be phone lines. We can't allow you to take all the time. You came with more side of the story and I'm side na mu wo kano and I mean questions need be free.
Okay.
VAG is above the law to go to court obi a wa encroach o masase eti e wa say o yeso janiti wo di etuo eko ya wa ha judicial service for obi afoma sase court omo anka so omo ye judges enti omo akwa akotena se ruling they've taken it to court enti dia na man ye den ma VAG say supposed encroacher no obeko Mr. Segbefia dia ma dia mu ye yem hyehye ne se yenim se bibia kire so a eye military and boy ho bai they protect oman no assures it is within the state. Say without a court order. Now military for chitio ebeka say they are protecting their property. Now omu jirigua echina say obi so ka say ono so ye asomesi oko protect ya o my ben na ye chichire. Ada na court kwaya mo den say wo be court akọ stop because we said mo ne omo hia ye ne anya adwuma wo so. Me ya dan ho asa adwuma na obi baso a me kokota koje injunction dia to so aden mo akwa esa na mo de mo peko bugu ye.
Nana, the good thing is that the gentleman has his right to go to court
and VAG the money right to go to court
and sue VAG and demand whatever damages he thinks he is entitled to. So
nothing
stops him. Nothing stops him from going to court.
No. Okasa. Then you've been very, very disrespectful to Obia or go through sa situation. No, when na assassin or no nipa cross say any dia, and I will say a wodia, and a webesi assassin, and a wobeji assassin. Will say or no court. Is that amibu say?
Yes.
Vag court ayechi, and I'm with your court. I'm court so.
Nana, I wish you had accompanied us on the day that we took full possession of our full land. There were a lot of encroachers. So you want us to be taking those people one by one to court tomorrow? We take that person to court.
Oh yes, that is the law.
No, we have to kick you. We have to kick you.
You are a student of law, Mr. Sagbefia.
We have to kick you out. We have to kick you out.
If we allow the military to do things their way, and you're not emra and how will you say you have to take it? And we brought law court and or your individual say groups nipa bebre. It's more protected. Oh, Mr. Sagbefia. And but how much as we are so janiti, the ordinary citizen who could at you won't could be. Only say na. Is that what you mean?
Nana.
What's up, mon court?
I think you should have.
No.
You should have.
Mr. Sagbefia, they will kind of off guard until I have to bring you in. You are a law student. You yourself, you are a law student. And as a law student, you know the entire shamra, the entire court woho. If persuasion fails, then force is applied.
So you haven't seen persuasion haven't failed in this circumstance? You haven't seen it?
Because when young courts.
Do you know what the gentleman did?
There be, catch me.
He wrote stop work by so and so order, which was just to throw us away. And he was working at night. He was initially he went to fence. VAG positioned some artisans over there to secure that portion of the land. He went to kick them away.
But we are aware of VAG for the couture or moment.
No, it cannot be VAG. It cannot be true.
We are aware of VAG for Amanakwa search. Or no search kitano. VAG for Jinisika.
Which
maybe Saubi
No, VAG is not aware of this.
You are not aware, and I said VAG is not aware.
VAG as an administration is not aware that anybody collected money from the gentleman to do what?
To do search, say documents not there, bano. am passing lands are registered as a
I don't think VAC is aware of this allegation that he's talking about. It was issued with a receipt so that he can produce the receipt. Then we'll see the signature and the name of the one whom he paid the money to. So if you can tender the receipt.
You suspect the paper or the document isn't right.
Nana,
but you fail to go to court because we are so genidada and namu was so gemunti. Namu di tuoko. And Mr. Sagbefia, you are explaining it laughing.
Nana,
and you're being investment. Even if a vag dia na wa ye bribi was swa. Na mo G Efrin semua. Yemfa due process. Court dia semwie cratchy out of the land. Or qua contempt action and okwa security was so. And then you go. Yanini pani be so kasa e vaga. Almost say you are among the steps that you in particular you are taking. I'm surprised.
Nana, you are making all kinds of wild allegations. One of which is that the gentleman paid money to VAG for a search. Is it the duty of VAG to conduct a search for the gentleman or his?
No.
Why should VAG?
Or no koyeno. Or no koyeno. I'll say assassin ye dear. And a VAG for say, a yomo dear. And or say, Timmy. And or say, okay. In that case, ye per se you young conquer ye search dear because a ye dear. Or feel say Emra must take its own course. And or quay search. And no more jeezy, cast or mwakasa, quay search no. Aman.
I don't think VAG is that too poor. Too poor to pay how much is the search fee that will have to take money?
Will you accept to say assassin say yamudia namo gia and sese eye soldier te said ye land guard ni kwaji asase efro bi efru se the danger here
because we did not go there because we have military background. We went there because
but you went with military men
because it was necessary to protect our land. That was why we went there. Not because
Yamubi Susu say that action without court order, because at least was a fence wall. That means there has been a development to be.
He was doing that at night on our blind side.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Why does it not matter?
And they said, "They hear say court. Adiane nyane dienti anadwun wo si, so stop him. Na yentro stop work enfentiano. Na fe injunction emra. Mr. Segbefia, you fail to do this. We are in this country. And na enipebi, look, we are all each other's keeper. Obi sorry ya can say, se soja fo beto obi. E wo galamse mu na o say, obeye say ya. And we were all saying, no, we can't take the law into our own hands.
Galamsey issue has no correlation to this one, no.
But military interference on a parcel of land without a court order is okay.
It is the gentleman who was rather interfering and encroaching on VAG's land.
Why didn't VAG take him to court?
And I'm saying that nothing stops him from taking us to court. If
and
he
nothing
feels
VAG
strongly that
he lawfully. Mr. Segbefia, to me, I'm not being biased, but to me, you've not treated the state fairly because you hold guns. How will you explain that?
Nana, I don't think you need to be told that it's not only VAG. VAG is not the first institution to have taking a step like this to secure or protect its land. No. The gentleman has the leeway, he has the liberty to go to court and see VAG file a civil suit if he so wishes and demand any damages. Yes, so if VAG did not go to court, the guy is not stopped from going to court. He has his liberty to do so.
So your final comments now, meeting, Bibi or my person.
My final comment is that land was acquired and the road from Nsawam, the Nsawam Accra Road, according to the executive instrument 81, the road was the boundary. At the time that the road was even the boundary, the road was further away than where it is now. That is why the size has shrunk today from 73 point something to 71 because of the present location of the road. So, nobody's facility can be living between the road and VAG's land. That is one thing that you must bear in mind. No, I don't think there is anything more.
Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. I am weak, but thou art mighty. Hold me with thine powerful hand. Help me say,
guide me, thou great Jehovah.
Hey,
pilgrim through this barren land.
For your name, Soja ni dada XW1 Bright Segbefia or your PRO Veterans Administration Ghana VAG and edi and come off from the last 2 weeks and come on what you di no 0302257900257901 Bekamo say season ye aye ye di yen sase ehon komo said ye land acquisition documentation any project was so yebeba project quality time bem within the year 0302257900 257901. Kwaje. Hello. Kwaje Otebenka.
Hello.
Yes, my dear. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nathan.
Me pacho within the say.
Eddie Ochre.
Eddie.
Eddie Ochre.
J. Ochre, yo.
Yeah, me very glad that I go to.
Yes, Mira.
Pacho and with me who papa mama. Internet the wookie we are so denintia. Na sebe obi asidan e de asi asase so. Na wo to me akobubu dan neku. Ono ga wo friend is also a law student. Obi a wo so onimu mra. Emra wo. They went to me and who said emra wo menyimu. Ye woni pate say wo menyimu a. Na den me bekoso. Ya woni nyankopon ye duma. Me wura ho pa.
Wa ka se woni asase ho problem bia. Yo. Ejanimo.
Ya wo ya.
Erade adome ho ye. Na ba bia wo e.
Aga ya se wo timfo timo wura ka wa fo obeti. Nyaza.
Eyebe.
Oje ahano. Aja obi wo bibia kakra bi. No post kakra bi a. No one take advantage. No no dey dey obey. No dem rana to say. But me han me say opo wono se ja nipa no dem rana to nchen aye dey obey no. Ye ho ru no. Na wu momu a ya se wa de no. Ku momu na ya ka so say de wo ye ene nye. What that say? Na di panu gusu no fa na shi sa. Won. Bi ana ta si da si mi ba be to bi. E bi ana the same thing. Enepa. And the idea is a short and long a Ukra. And dinner, but we have a yaman that was it. And Tarseno, 1 year you will not say, Abachi, said the Baya, a dear to be ever play. Don't go for the answer no more as I no more. Now, I think I can wait for the crater, I wait for the crater. Not a 2 inch. And you come from a kumkum as yes, a 2 inch. Bye bye.
But that's it. On your penny. Mira ma hai.
Ejo so ma mpani. Na ka kire eja ni mo se. On to me fro ya ata.
Eja ni mo de se ono aba wa ka se. Oso otumi fo otumi o rock awa fo betri nti otumi minti wo rafa ho mi mu ano.
Ni aba ni America ni se nyame nhira mo na adwuma mo.
Amen.
Na pato to me the Wohaw Ne Sen to aso ana se.
Sa pepepe.
Yo. Na ne me bo wa basu bio menim se o akukudro sa when woman ya yetim ena na me ka kire o se ye mpanimfo adi na bro wo mu edi kan kwa me nkruma busia no aike achi amponum sisi dan e ba wo mini aba ne ubako university adi se okon high hostel the head dan ya his excellency baumia esisi bi amaka ya yufo nti ka mu betumi esisi sa dan ya ade na mu sisi bi wo universities ena ehia for ma say ni tumi ko invest wo betumi han dan bo dia ma wa kwangu asema papa iti hoka nanu na me ka kire ejei kojo pensioners efa wu pede mama bresu ko bu ekromani na gui TDC obi atena ho 22 years na owo ni wiase ananka eya ya omumbra tema ha TDC bi phobia na omubu nkrofo dangu enese ne omo wi the law of karma. The 10 Commandments, Adia the Yawa in you. Then say you and then 1 bag of cement, you're saying. Or say, on bet to the Vaga court. So him said, Anna court, 10 years near India, some now who will be a lawyer? Just a man with the hawker. Many about Yami Boa Basu, my somewhere toss me, a comma, the penny for near buying your horse. Many about Yana, a jet before Kahaba Sema. O Tinchaya, won't name the echo. Obi de Kia morning, Abraham boy. Expenses container Netflix or Sedeno, you 20-something thousand. Beauty buy ye, nearly, you could 36,000 something. Yet your money the DCD. Now Ubi be bad dollar near the working. You're penning phone should be na near corner, day. Ye DCD woman, Ubi be bahaba. Dollar, any at the working. Na car no one motor no hotel. I say you can buy 60,000 Ghana cedis. And yes, ramping for Mini about my someone tosso, and no I'm road step for traffic. One more bet TV so say last year in Nipa 7,561 the wood. Now Uber can we ya Kenya traffic light, capital of Ghana, Accra, baby traffic light in Yedma, Bratamaha, Kokompi 4 junctions, 2 good years now. This is what to compensate. And Opebia Uchemho. Omanya Obi Wu and Phobia. Omanya Obi Wu and Phobia. Common traffic light. Now police for Junerium. Police near what you call Juma for. Now Posum so you train Paka won. Musimu traffic. In Abamedasi.
Miss Medasi, Unia Penny Evans, oh, David Dianatico 0302257900257901. Line sabeti me afre ini 0302257900257901. Line 1. Steve.
Hello.
Yes, Brother Steven.
Me want assase Butema. Baby, I'm with you, stadium no. About 15 years me. Baby, money alcohol. They are in some. To say there, I'm connected. You see, stadium no. Man, come over here, every assassin also. Much is real no. Oka won't know there. After the 3 days today, me call. Na umasha several profile. Maybe won't be taking out from greater organizer. But me won't be, and I'm coming from one of my money.
Maybe I try with the court, Aquacobisa.
In some court.
Oma would toss us, no, a warm honomotiasi.
Me patcho ane necessary Friday we say aban na age Butema baby o man pay for say affordable houses no na tuo o ma see new stadium no
enti profile no mo bo no e ya ban profile no mo bo ana ankwankwa na efrase ebo profile
to say ne dey ankwankwa ye wo people sini na we ho people sini dey ama woman organizer
ayi woman organizer nko aho de obepem enti omo moton asase ne ma wo no ko won ho so omo na oni omo ye sikasem ho apam omo na je krata nso free wo mo ho na tie de omo wo kama wo e ka kire wo so omo ka bibi na nsusu se ebi a ya chechiro se aguachi ye san je asase na frusem na wo de be fa emra ekwan mu akwa akwaje wo chefen wo mu a na wa ye ne sa wate medasi
Oma.
Hello, Benes.
Pastor, good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, Bello.
Pastor, na ko pocha mo be ba pa mo ma gan ma we dey na mi prayer na e abasu bo che se pa na mo dey ma o. Ma wa che se like when you dey pa na say bi na ko pocha you wait to hotel be ka e bi ya like je ni bi atem ye dey. E ma na ko pocha bebre na o tun kwa ne ma. Ma me talk ma se ma talk dey me e. E me bi mi fair say street light no ye nya o I be chat abni ma no tu say to aba ma ni ye ni e hu ni biem ye o ma. The street light ni say bi je ni bi wa e kwa so enam. Ebia na ye yakopa battery ebia na ye yakopa nyama wa ma tem ya ti battery na bo alata so onu ma na o ti mi ka obe ye street light mai na ye bre
one more area na mo hwe assembly man
but I be ki alado I be ki outside atani ya de ba atani outside no I also central I report the person aso
yo yeah that's it oreku mira ma ha Erade adome ho ye.
To be frank, makuma bawa hanu aba Mr. OW said Sebefia. Say Oka Chen say Papa we be a law student, then Ghana will have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. I'm a very young guy, but to be frank, the behavior of this man, even the Kasakra won't say so in
Pacho said there be no orekwe on say what dear ekokodi baby na wo dia ananso wo hwehwe bibia kiri kwan ebi osu sade we ye odia na obi gia utimi fa like it me ma we ha onye me say oye student me pacho man ka so oye lawyer enti wo de but in any case no wo pre bibia me ne nya adwene court na o man kwere no pe ho
aha so na me so me na nya adwene no say court ne pa wan ko but we so show the value of the person again 1 year sure again for yes utumi democracy okay and me fa kwa say me to asase wo go ma fete me fa kwa papa before me to asase no me ko kepus e ko yes search iye bia maminya me indenture na madam me catcho police commander of Millennium City e ko fa yin mo mo ni be tia me to two plots front and back front first one they develop kwa me ba be boss. The second one, I told all I found. My mayor is a single room. Obi to so my tom punch on my end. Or you know, if a sub chief needy. If you know, Omaka say me produce me document. Me call Omo fetest to land. Na me produce them say I say on another time I will probably be the church is too leafy. Omo charge is too leafy. Digi me kwani na laminated. Iye bigana when so this name matter this commander is twisted again. I made the case police for with PP something. Nima. They saw this Johanna make a child information no me come out to train. Cobra. Into the only thing I can do is that Nana more relocate me na me but the value na my was second person also there police now call here anyway I go body profile na there auto assassin so you know we are in Ghana and the police the military are using so takashi na madam say ka yesu ye be mu bia
ntumi nya ne sa enti na orekwe enti ne edi nkomo wenum bi so that election year amanyofo ne ba munjai kakoje munjai bento aje yama 50 cedis uye okay yama 100 cedis uye okay enti amamanya omatumpon no emra ye adwuma institutions work enti sabe vagen kwato asase ana aban kwaje asase ema obi enya kokodro nkoton ana so obi nkonkoto na asase ema vagen nya ni pinido ema je nko emra ye adwuma yenye ha eno a ye beka ama amanyofo na hu se nya de ye pa die na oman ne ya ye ne yie yema institutions enya adwuma enti eno na mo nka nkyira amanyofo no ne nyina enti ne ye di dwuma bi ete sei medase Medase Orobon Temenga. Okay, I'm so Orobon so homano ateko 0302257900257901. Lines me so any day a year juma mesrawo. Ofra okay. Kwame.
Yes.
Ma hi.
Yana.
Bacha we yetio.
Your friend say we interview now here no do we akakra
enya hwe kira wo de
what friend onipa na manaba studio na o man kan story on kan na ye kra kwachi so kwa na ubisa no
wonim de ntia meba wonim de ntia oba studio kire say asam na ye nipa ne kan ye no de me friend ne ba na ano no wabone mutokuru enti ntokuru na wabone no eno ne asem no ye ka se betwen amanaka 19 hwan vagje ye na we ko se ye radio time enti bebia na odi asem ne ko meba
omu ko ye no na omu si dan no ye
wonim meba ene mra bia nso nchese o ye sojani a fatuo court
wakoso jeni wontin wakoso jano
me so mene wonyina nti enya mepe mene wonyina nti
wakoso jano wontin wakoso jano
aha mene wonyina nti ene okọ soja okoso de bebo ye ho ban my dear
government land
my dear government land asempo nankasa na wonso so wonti ase nti wo ka no wonso wonti ase nipa ne kuta land title vagi kuta land title etis ye nyina ye kuta land title a land title sabi yenkwaje wo makolla ye je wa abemu eti ye den na asase no a eye aban dia obi nso so kokwaje ye okuta krata enti ebasa ehe ne ye ka asem no yenka ne tua no ye ka ne court eti sa wo bo me ho ban masa wo so tie me wontumi fa wo soja e ma me hunahuna me civilian ye nyina ye Ghana fo ye somo man no tie me e ya asem na aba e na nipa no osu sa wachia enti fa ne court o si dan na nadwo ye nsi dan anadwo fa ne court o si wa ye fence wall mo frɛ wo mo ni o mo start hia ye enye 2 months ni apapa yi o ka ho asem o wo mo de land title na wo mo de koye o mo frase ka ho asem no ebru mfie mienu efie miensa asase ne registration efribe mfie dunum ene nanim ni eto ma kasam na yedi nkomo ne bi dada baabia ye ba ye ne yedi ba radio so a wonso mpo ebi a wantie na nu nti obeyi ano a ode me komachi radio time 1 minute ye ton eti yedi nkomo se ya monte ase hu se ye manage time o ka brofo mentwe ma ne meka 1 hour ne nyina anwie na odi anka beje ne time na asampo na wo ho no yanka enti manya de ho medase
obi akopoli obi akosoja yenti no akọ
na meba de wo court meba Otia onkoye ote ha menka ne kasa bohye ne yam me wie ye me bisa ne se Kwame me wie ye me bisa ne se de me bisa ne ni de owo no onfento so sa bre no na wen utie yi Wonim, you don't call into my program to bully me. I'm above bully. So therefore, I'm testing. I'm above bully.
Yo.
We are best saying one.
We are there to be son. Questions are.
I was for ye didn't come a democratic dispensation. Nobody is above the law. Ye demra and the year jumentina parliament or what ye shemra. Mama yenti ye ho ase na emra na ya hye no ye mfanya adwuma. Sometimes otumi or raw pa okawa efo abeti ya ka ne sama na ye de. It's about time say the only power, only true, only to me na emra no ho ma no ye mo no so kwan. Why do we treat ebimo like omo they are less human beings? Why? Oba
Nana.
Mena.
I want to say.
Adumo.
Nana, let's say. That's something they say. I said we see Parliament. Now, my son say, if we have to do the piano at the hotel. Nana, we are young Peter Alajeti, who is Speaker of Parliament. But the Ebunencia, Papa no kind or catch respect. Not necessarily man or no one speaker. One say the law of karma. I said if I pay care be said, honorable Babian, or say any ya. It's because I say, we catch and say, honorable. Now we did Peter Alajeti will be a chemo. One say, you be. Now, many are this will be a because no fee for man will be a mean carriage. It's 1 hour 3 years. What you can't be action. I am with the pa, necessarily also the bomb battle. Honorable Baby, to me, dear, yes, to me, one a free couple. It's yes, when you to me, I am one of what the castle, why, yes,
Meda say, Obaya, no, Wafa.
No, informed it.
Boko.
Yanfa, and her high and cock drinking some room. Obi say, Yentina soldier for the principal. And you tuna yet on open room. So when you say, Ubitim Cocoto, why the open for Cocoto? I didn't know one Cocoto, son, I had the open. Penino, we have what was an incisive questions, and by Godin and many. Oh, Tembia, Omkash, and you're fine. Hana, soldier go a Bible who nipa will be sent uniform cry crier. Get him run a yetuma. Soldier, they mean a discipline institution. And only a discipline is home timbrasso. Yes, home you 2 years home pay.
Minuamba, idea Bakwa, the Obaya Kai, Penino Humranko for Parliament or MPP person the Pen Akobanesa, a Koto Jata, a Babatino or Badan Jata Berry. Nipa. I didn't know if I get Peter like Jetty, Penimusi, which mirrored the Colonel of Parliament. Get your mem, ye kun dollar, ye kun essing. Na Niger 40 street would run here for us. Bramia, could bank crowd we are no the tone for the money one thing. Net to do any center prison, a new 100 years. Not foreign to just tax on Jaffe, who crack a health insurance, co hospital free, on Jaffe. Sabi, we have seen. Ne kuma fini ye the taxpayers scale ne ye toni usumi ye the contain nam epebosia et o ma ben kura ne ti fi asanto amna so aton sika obontinza ukọ customs airport customs animu pa ni ni party oton sika ne ehwe no o ma be ni jefo ni ayi fo Burkina Faso ekure o mu nam no mu tisa minuaba nipa didi we no nkasa yi pacho ni nyaminya djuma
Beda Sofejabe Oraku.
Hello, ma.
Me pacho akwaba.
Yeah, no, ma.
You, pacho yetio.
You, mama, kaka me can say. Opani ano boss bo for questions I will be done. You mean so tie asemono. Na ne American say ono ne edidi na. Anka o ma me boss bo. Mama nda asemo ya ye bibia. Ya jentre ha wo mai. Na yesterday and penny for the say a boy you presume doing campaign so yeah what's here no more who and said the any problem Tana me who papa assembly it is penny for no who say you na Ghana near yedia and you na near to my na say ko send akoya ye tie dia na eyare ho pa it yesterday ma na mi sam na oba ayenso ano antama tete say koso pa e fanta system maje we ya media libre neniti esra mama na minsra mutemu di say dumai monto aso na momwai me dase
Miss Meda sebuso for beba mo calls no eso yera segbefia e wa ha eti mira de ankrofo ka ye ene ebia de me ka ye ne bia usu se ntwa yi no bremu mame.
Yes, at the point I got the impression that you were being interviewed by me because you took the lion's share of the time, and your line of questioning with intermittent reference to me as you are a law student. I don't know who disclosed that to you, though it is not false, but I don't know why you sought to personalize it by intermittently referring to me, Mr. Segbefia, what you want to do, forgetting that it is vague as an institution that you are interviewing. So I want to draw your attention to that.
All right.
And you see, Act 20 of the 1992 Constitution vests the power and authority in the president to take anybody's land for public interest. And Article 20, Clause 1 talks about the need to pay compensation to anybody or people whose lands may have been taken for public use. So, if it is the case that the allodial owners of this 73 point something acres of land that was taken way back in 1978 for VAG have not been compensated. I'm saying if it is the case that the owners have not been compensated, then the appropriate thing to do is to go to court to demand the compensation. But it does not lie within anybody's power to sell government or state acquired land. It is common these days to acquire some fraudulent land titles, as we were advised by the Executive Secretary of the Lands Commission. I think this year, either this year or last year, later part of last year, that we should be very careful with documents being churned out or flashed in our face as coming from Lands Commission, that it is not all such documents that are authentic. And I've been telling people that if you have money, you can even buy Tetekwashi circle over there and get a land title certificate. But as to the validity of that document in court is another issue. So my advice to people is it's unfortunate. Prices of building materials are very high. Yes, I must admit. But that is not to say that because you have money, you can just go follow anybody and buy anybody's registered, lawfully registered land because you have the money. Do the necessary checks. Do the necessary checks before you part with money on any piece of land. We acquired this land way back in 1978, and it has still since been in our possession. So if in the night you quietly go and start putting up structures, then we question you. Then I want to point out one thing, that the fence wall in question, the fence wall that we went to demolish, was put up this year, just recently. After we had invited owners of those buildings that are unlawfully occupying spaces on our land. I'm sure I saw that gentleman there. But at that time, I want to reiterate the point that that fence wall wasn't there. It was recently put up. And as soon as we noticed it, we drew his attention to it. And his lawyer, somebody claiming to be his lawyer, wrote to VAG. We responded that they should come and meet us. For over 2 months, they did not show up. What he could tell us was that his lawyer had traveled. Your lawyer had traveled, and yet he continued to put up a small building there, two small rooms, just like tools room, where you can keep your tools. So he was taking us on a fool's ride. He was just throwing dust onto our eyes. And VAG management decided that enough of those things. So we went to pull down the fence wall. And I think, Nana, you should have advised him, as well as others, that before you acquire a piece of land, do due diligence. Do due diligence. What he did, as I told you, was acquired in error. And it will be set aside in any court of law. It will be set aside.
So we should have allowed the law to take its course.
So he, fortunately, the law allows him to petition. Yes, he should go to court. He should go to court and demand any amount of money that he thinks that he is entitled to. Nothing stops him.
Mr. Sagbafia, you see, when a man asked them, banter. If you say this, per dear me, as so minimum. It's not a bisa bibi the attention ya onimu koma meme ne wudi
wanimpa mse wanim wotie pa
me say onimu koma me no wudi ye ansampo na wo ba ha
me no ye ndi komo bia o
really?
No, we didn't.
You haven't been to my office. We've not discussed
that
anything.
Was informal. That is why
so
we have to
see,
put
enon enti per enkomo ye di ye no. Minomienu are privy to certain information.
No, but then listeners were not privy to those conversations. So it is necessary to bring them here for them to be part of the discussion.
No, privy to it. No. I also have to question that. You see, the long and short, they say, money almost here for years. You've sat severally. No. You've also
we met only once. That was last year.
I know you. Do
you know how? Only a fear do me ajuma vibe.
Bet me about me will fear say for 21 years, and you'll be about better me. Me will fear her for 21 years. You'll be about better me. That doesn't matter. Say a share time nibia. Money almost 30 years. Ekita home. Wamuko way back. It's meetings be brave. Akokoso. Meetings be brave. Akokoso.
We are taking them on a law court. Yes, we are taking them at the law court. For those people, but this is a new development, madam. I'm telling you that this is a new development. Even this is a new. So you want us to wait like that?
Not wait like that.
There are others. Somebody went to a policeman. Were told when to put a container there. Even when he was cautioned, he said to hell with those people. So we should be rushing taking all those people to court.
The other part, no more serious. Almost in a vague way.
That is a different issue. It's a different ball game. That is not why I'm here. I'm here on the demolition of the fence wall. That is why I'm here.
And the two-bedroom and the two-bedroom
It's not
structure.
2 bedrooms, something small, something tiny, just like the size of your office here.
Because you are a giant, you may deem it tiny, but
and to me, I didn't know. So office, I don't know what
my office we say.
No, baby, I will know your casa, baby. I will tell baby, I mean, where it is. That is just the size of 1 picture. No,
yes. 14 by 14 room, and you call it a small.
It's something smaller. Something small.
Okay,
he knew.
A radio time. You call back and forth. Mama Sambem. Now, Uniamonu Biabeka say.
The gentleman introduced himself. The gentleman did not introduce himself. He only had a problem with your line of questioning.
You see, we are, my dear, we are in this together. So don't worry. Don't try that.
So don't say Wunianu. The gentleman walking past me is also Minia. Yes. So I say You rather set me up. That's why your line of questioning was just to unleash the people on me.
You remember you called. You remember we discussed. You remember we've gone past that.
Instead of the people talking about the issue, they were rather dwelling on me as an individual. In any case, I'm not here as a counsel. If I were to be here as a counsel, it would have been a different issue. I would have been making references to so many documents and all that.
So in a nutshell,
but here I'm only here to tell our audiences that the land was acquired by the state for Veterans Association of Veterans in those days. That was in 1978, 73.1 or 0.2 acres, with the Nsawam Accra Road serving as the boundary. Today, where those people are, falls between the road and the land. When, of course, the original position of the Nsawam Accra Road was far away from where it is today. That is why the size has shrunk today to 71. So nobody can be claiming to be having any legitimate title to where he or she is today. So we are dealing with those people on a different platform. But for the owner of the fence wall, if he has any issue, if he has any concern which he thinks is legitimate, why not? The way is in his front to go to the court and seek all the damages, and we are prepared to meet him squarely.
Abuza for XW1 Bright Segbefia PRO Veterans Administration Ghana, Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital. Allahu Shafi Onyame one yaresafo inshallah enyame aduma ayaresa beba yare de yapa na wo yare na wonim de kodie ye hawo no e ma wo yare ne ye kese mo enunti awie mekanfo amena mawo owo mfidie owo nuro wo wapomdim mu akade e na wo apomdim mu adwumayefo ye kasa obi awedare de wo ye mu a amen eyebia 85 yare ne ko o prostate ho basam oba na be ma wo pawo hypertension diabetes stroke hepatitis ene ni nuanom Allahu shafi nyame one yaresafo inshallah enyame adoma ayaresa bebenti dome snake flat klagon sola shibia shaman kwem 020 722 9505 020 722 9505 and 0244 227192 and 0245 275254. Happy Delight Fruit Juice. And you have your dead, they be loading with taste. A day and I won't know, dear, no dear. You are what you eat, oh, dear Comuno. Upon the Bejina ya, if you know, and quia a no. Eti a canria ba, and then the first will be benoa. Many happy delightful juice if we say, it will taste and a one who did so. Our convenience stores are a try and wish name. Happy delight fruit juice loaded with taste. APC a freaking a farmer. Or ya be a horn nas about swa, stubborn pain pa, or jenny baby and ye. A bassa, the un here a APC. A bit dumo yawning, a mu brenning in a mount. One of them quote chinkwa. A corner area bar. She ye. Tipa ye when I'm yaw. Unum para a cop. APC a cop. Na a china a samba. Na one nom ne cop. A bassa. Bisrow. Uni pediana you good pa. Wabo koko se bibi nche ye cop. Na koko hu doctor. Kina farmer. Medicine Unlimited. Tontina 74 mixture. T74. Tontina 74. Nipeduama soja fujina yia. Ebo nipeduano ho ban efinyarwa bebree ho. Entra se enye weak immunity. Ebasa yare betimi ho. Se yare entimi ho a ne gina wo strong immune system awo. Tontina 74 eno ne boa me enya strong immune system. Emoja mu how no typhoid, kidney infections ahodo no. Afi hepatitis, oyase, STDs ni bitoda chest pain, high blood pressure, high blood sugar. Toda okasa na nka de akire. Halito. Ulcer enene nuanom. Bomodin hwehwe tontina. Edro bia doctor de amawo a wo de ko sa specific yare no kosonom. Na mo fa show team say tontina ebe boosti wapomden no ama ahoden na ba na nipadua na bo aduru kro no ama na ko etia yare no ewo pharmacy any chemical store say try ho hia 0246 07 3498 0246 07 3496 98 it was a for me phone number ni bi 0246 07 3498. Maybe I told the first one now boy and then I try the making when a papa no 0246 07 3498 and now 050 162 8931 050 162 8931. Tontina 74 Mr. Boni pedua ho ban. Ejabuja yɛn asase acquisition ho nkɔmmɔ no yɛbɛtoa so. Wei ɛyɛ ne nketewa mu. You see, yɛte ɔman mu, yɛayɛ mmara, yɛwɔ institutions, yɛwɔ agencies, ɔman no ɛto ne bo ase, ɛna wɔkyekyɛ mu de ma obiara ne n'adwuma. Ɛna ɔse, Lands Commission, ɛna yɛn sase krate di mu ɔmonyɛ ho adwuma. Nanu aye ne Clement Wilkinson kasa wa asem ya ho. Wo se ensas enkrata ekuta nkrofo freelance nye ni na ye papa. Na se MC nim se ensas enkrata freelance ni nyina anye papa. Wo matimi abo aban ama na efi so represent o mampanin. Soja foi wo mo soafo. Etis obi asase krata anye papa. Which no court pen betimi determine say eye papa na enye papa court in collaboration with omomode emaye yete hodi ye hwe niam din ena niam aginsrepe samenew mienu ya nsore na ya ntwempanifo adwene ensi so say eyo man na ye na nye tumi apere keke ene de na beti ene ne nsem odea dachi enchirima ebebuyefo won so the Lands Commission say yampa said the omo keka won fichire hoi because vage fo anyem mo krata mo de am obi ni say yampa sa moti ho na kanana na mo ye nkrata empanifo wa adwuma no empanifo wom omo hwe mo ye se obi enhu antwe adwene nsiso a ye fra bibi kama onye bitch keke oye damn bitch omaima wenum fa wo ho babia do ti beto enu ne hia nti wo kopa adwuma ma obi papa akọ parliament akọ jubilee house a eya na wadwene ho de okọ a wonye mawo enye onye yi a obeba bebo wonso a Happy Delight fruit juice loaded with taste. APC African farmer stubborn pain beko no ade ho. Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital allow shafi nyame on a safo. Tontina 74 build a strong immune system. Enwada Roma ena wie yedo ha no se bremo. entire production crew Peter Square Edia Faber Fontaine Tang man so na refa to 2 pm fajan akosia saponi sika yim e na farm calls no e na bedi dwuma no ho chia me bedin Nana Yaa Konadu Christ ama efidie de me no e be hia Sofia da enkosi sabrede me de radijamo